We actually have our fourth generation now involved in the business. I have a son that's almost 22 years old that started about just over 3 years ago. And he's starting the same way many of us did in the business, you know, from the ground up. But my main responsibility, so everybody knows, is I'm the Executive Vice President of Sales for the company. And I started by pulling weeds and, you know, then working in the warehouse and just moving up through the company. Like all of us have, and I think that's really important. Les taught me you can never be too proud to empty your own garbage can. And that's something that always stuck with me. And so I'm really excited today and to have Jim and Sue and John Houston, a great sales rep. But Jim Olson is actually our chairman, our current chairman and CEO today, and my uncle. I'll let Jim say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having us here today.
And Sue Bingham, an aunt, who is our vice president of marketing.
Hi.
She's responsible for all our great branding, and there's a card in front of you, and we're going to do something a little bit fun at the end. I don't know how many of you are Idol fans, but we're going to do the Sandy Idol. You're going to have an opportunity. Our jingle is on there, and if we've haunted your nightmares with that, I'll apologize to you. We're proud of our jingle, and it was something that we started to just try to brand our company, and it really tells our history. But I actually have a $50 bill, and anybody that would like to, after seeing that jingle, we'll reward you with a $50 bill. Now, we've done this in a couple of meetings, and sometimes we get more than one. So if we get more than one, then we'll have you guys all judge the winners. So we'll see who has enough courage to get out. One of the things Les taught us is you got to have enthusiasm in this business, and so that's been really, really important. You know, to have enthusiasm, to wake up, and to make sure you love what you do every single day. Les always said, if you enjoy your job, inform your face about it. He was very blunt about those things, and it was really a special generation, you know, back, and what an opportunity for me to come into the business. Our company has always been run as a business, even though it's very family-oriented. We have families within families. John Houston works with a brother, a father. His father's worked there for over 35 years now. He has cousins and an uncle that are also working in the business. And so we're really proud of that. Today we have 7 branches. Our corporate headquarters is on 33rd South and 3rd West. And we're basically along the I-15 corridor from Logan to Las Vegas. We went down to Las Vegas about 8 years ago. So, as I said, you know, our business is really about the great people that are involved in our great clients. That's really where it begins. And Les taught us, he had a plaque on his desk that said, people are important, treat them that way. And he really tried to do that every single day. You know, whether it was somebody that worked in the warehouse that would come up, he was the consummate teacher. Whenever sometimes we'd take the hallway to go the opposite way because he knew when you were walking by Les's office, he would grab you, bring you in, and he would want to talk to you and ask you questions. For me, it was always asking me questions about products. And it was uncanny how he knew every feature on that product. And I kept trying to figure it out. Well, he had a brochure there. He was asking me questions. He really studied his products. So he taught you better be on your game and you better know what you're talking about. But, you know, we thought the best way to really give you a little bit of an insight to Les Olson Company is to hear from the man himself. So I've got a quick little video. It's Les, it's about 10 minutes. And it'll just teach you that if you dream big, what can happen. Because you've got to think about this. He's going to take you back, you know, we're a 55-year-old company in 1956. When he came home and told his wife, Reba, who was all of 4'9", my grandmother, we're a little bit vertically challenged in our family. I'm a giant for our family, believe it or not. But my grandma was 4'10". These are 2 of the 12 children, if you can imagine that. So Les had a job at ZCMI, and he informed her, I'm leaving my job today. So think about that. With 12 children, 12 mouths to feed at home, what a leap of faith that is. And Les was definitely the ultimate entrepreneur in my eyes. And I know a lot of you are entrepreneurs. And you know, it just shows you if you do things right and you're willing to take that leap of faith, what can happen with hard work. So this is a picture of Les. He loved the selling profession. And he taught us that selling is a profession. You need to be professional about it. You need to look the part, dress the part. He always taught me you can be overdressed, but you can't be underdressed. That was always his philosophy. And I find that interesting in today's world as we see how the cultures and things have changed. But he also told us, don't ever judge a book by its cover. Because we've had clients come in, farmers in overalls, that, people might judge them and say, how could they ever buy a copy machine? Well, I've had experiences where they pulled out a roll of bills, and they were very good savers, and they could buy equipment. And our clients are very diverse that way. So, but it is truly a blessing for me to be able to help the third generation continue to run this company. Today we have, depending on schooling and LDS missions, approximately 25 family members involved in the business still today of the almost 200 employees. So it's been fun to watch it grow. And recently we've been in a growth mode, which is great. We've hired about 10 new employees in the last couple of months. So it's fun to be in that kind of in this kind of a marketplace and be growing. And I think that comes with, the right core values and the right philosophies and giving that great customer service that we're known for. So with that, I'm going to let Les talk to you a little bit, and then I'll stand up right